Stacey here from the treatment room at 152. So this is an information video for microblading clients, and this is about your aftercare and how to treat your new microblading. You are initially going to look after them by cleaning them twice a day and applying lotion 3 times a day for the first 7 days of your brow healing. And then you have another 4 to 5 weeks of what we call full-time healing, but we only actually need to actively care for them in the first 7 days with lotions. So this is called wet healing. This is a preference that I have within the treatment room when it comes to microblading, to help you with keeping as much of the pigment as possible, but also lots of clients prefer not to have the crusting, and actually the crusting creates temptation to pick, which means that as we pick away, rather than if they just fall off where it doesn't really take the pigment away, if people pick at them, then that actually does reduce the amount of pigment that's been held from the microblading. So you are going to do this healing process both times. So you're going to have it for the initial appointment, the one you have 6 weeks later, and then any future top-ups that you have, the first 7 days of healing is always going to be quite similar to what I'm about to show you. It does change sometimes depending on sort of the research that I've done, and the lotions I might change up depending on your skin type. It might be that you healed a certain way after the first appointment, so I change you over to a different healing cream after. But the rules of what we do and how we keep them clean are going to be the same. So what we're going to do, first of all, is make sure that we go both ways when we're cleansing. So we're going to have our damp cotton pads, one for each eyebrow. We're going to wipe down the brow, back up the brow, and then down again. Now, the reason we have to go both ways with our damp cotton pad is because we are trying to clean the skin underneath the natural eyebrow hair if you've got natural eyebrow hair there. Obviously, for those of you that don't, you can just give them a little wipe because you're not trying to get under any density of hair. So by going both ways, we're making sure the eyebrow hair that we have is being pushed out of the way, and we are touching the skin with the cleanse as we do it. And then we can smooth them back down after, so it all looks very nice. And then once we've done that with our clean hands, I tend not to use cotton pads or Q-tips to apply the lotion. It's much easier and cleaner to keep it with your hands because we can literally wash them and then apply. So just put a little touch on, spread it over the 2 hands, and then again you're going to go down, up and down. Now you can then go over a couple more times to smooth it down, or you can even go back that way a couple of times depending on how thick your natural brow hair is, and then smooth them out. So we're going to cleanse and apply in the morning. We're going to apply at lunchtime. So I'm just going to wash my hands at the lunchtime one and apply the lotion. And then on the tea time, bedtime one, we're going to again cleanse and then apply. And that's with a damp cotton pad, wiping through, making sure we're touching the skin. And then again, with clean hands, applying the lotion, going against the hair and down back with the hair again. So that's 3 times a day you're applying the lotion, wipe twice a day. Also, other things that you need to take into consideration after your microblading is the risk of infection is much higher if we're using products around them. So we need to make sure that the first thing we do in our morning and evening routine, if we want to apply any products to the rest of our face, whether that's makeup or moisturizers, is that we are doing the wipe and apply of the lotion before we do anything else. This allows us to use the serum or cream, whichever you've been given, as a barrier, as well as something that's going to keep the brow skin moisturised and stop it from crusting. It's also going to act as a barrier to the other products that you may want to put near it. You aren't going to be putting any makeup on your eyebrows for at least the first 7 days. We're also going to avoid things like swimming, whether that's in the pool or the ocean. We don't want any sweating, so no vigorous exercise. I do tattoo removal. We use saline removal. You can imagine if we're sweating in those first 7 days, or if we get in the sea or a pool, all of the things that we would use to remove a tattoo are going into what's opened skin, and it literally will pull that pigment out straight away, so it's not going to hold. We're going to avoid things like sunbeds. We're going to avoid things like retinols, anything that really is used to affect the skin other than a normal day-to-day moisturizer is best to be avoided on or around the brows. So it's just a case of be kind to your new eyebrows. It's been recently opened up so we can put the pigment in. So let's keep them clean, let's keep them moisturized, and they will heal beautifully and you'll have lovely individual hair strokes, creating fuller looking eyebrows. Hopefully this is something you can come back to should you need to, but this is going to be a aftercare that's going to be used after your first appointment at 6 weeks initially, and then the second appointment at 6 weeks, and then for any other top-ups you have throughout the lifetime of your brows. Hope this helps, and I look forward to seeing you.